Hello. Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Emma Duval. So it's okay to see me today. Thank you so much for having me this morning. Welcome to our breakout room. It should be 9% here, but then maybe still on the way because of the connections. So I'd like to start because of the we will run of time. So let me see and also read the rules for today's parallel sessions. So the first one is I'd like to greet you guys, everyone. Welcome to our parallel sessions of the Analytics 2024. And thank you for coming here today as the present, as today's moderator will be me, myself. My name is Rosita. So if there's some problems, then you could connect to me. And then the sessions is designed to act the springboard for presentation and discussion. So I will read the rules for today's meeting. The first one is each sessions will take about 15 minutes, consisting 10 minutes of presentation and 5 minutes of question and answer sessions. So the QA or question and answer session start after the presentation ends, and all audiences must be on camera mode. So hopefully the connections is good so that everyone could join in clear and also respectful presentations. And then please on cam if it is possible to you to on your camera. And then at the end of the presentation, there will be a selections of best presenter with the following assessment. There is some scoring rubric for especially speaking because we couldn't interact with personally or face-to-face or seeing your fully gesture. So it would be focus on our speaking's point of view. Then the first one, it could be the fluency, the pronunciation, grammar, and also comprehension. But then so far, it would be also focusing on content point of view. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining this Elitic. I'll pretty welcome to Andi Nurul Aini, Risnanda Nur Anissa, Berliana Nur Hafizah, Excelin Kusuma Putri, Siti Nur Wahdatu Saadah, Slamet Rianto, Sudarto, Luciana Rahmawati, and also the last one. Here we have the additional additional members of this board that should be Kafifa Fuji Lestari. So welcome everyone, and I will start with our first presenter, and we will have 10 minutes for you for it could be less than 10 minutes is also very okay. So we start with the first one, Andi Nurul Aini. Mbak Andi, Mbak Mas ya. Mbak ya, Mbak Andi, are you with us? Oh, I see there is no Andi. Okay, let's move to the second one, Risnanda. Hi.
Hello,
Hi.
ma'am.
Hello, good morning. We have Risnanda Nur Anissa. So, Mbak Risnanda, you have your time and take your time. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. May I present my PowerPoint?
Share, share. Mbak Risnanda, let me interrupt you. We have Mbak Andi already, but it's okay. Halo Mbak Andi, good morning. Halo Mbak Andi, good morning.
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Good
Sorry
morning.
for
Yeah.
inconvenience.
Yeah. So that's why, because we have already started with Mbak Risnanda. So is it okay for you to wait for the second speaker as the second speaker?
It's okay, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mbak Risnanda. You can continue the presentations.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Ma'am Rosita, as moderator for the time given and the presenters. In this special occasion, I am Risna Danun Anissa, a student of English Education Department, Universitas Begin Madiun. I would like to present my article entitled The Use of Translanguaging as a Teacher Strategy in Writing Classroom for 8th Grade in Junior High School. And to begin my presentation, let's go to the first slide. The first is background of the research. The reasons why the researcher conducted this research are, the first is students find it difficult to write a text using the second language because of the lack of its application in the classroom. The second is the researcher chooses translanguaging as a teacher strategy because it includes two languages by translating the first language to second language or vice versa alternately and continuously, as well as it yields positive results in previous researchers. And the last one is the previous research from Satyati and Irawati, 2023, suggests to the future researchers to apply translanguaging in the teaching and learning process, specifically when teaching students about many types of writing. Next is the purposes of the research. So this is answer the previous research questions, namely the first one are, how is the use of translanguaging as a teacher strategy in writing classroom for 8th grade at SMPN 1 Masbate? And those, the researcher aims to describe the use of it. And the second one is about the what are the weaknesses and strengths of the use of translanguaging as a teacher strategy in writing classroom for 8th grade at SMPN 1 Masbate? And those, the researcher aims to find the weaknesses and strengths of it. Previous researchers and theory. So the researcher chose to use this strategy supported by some previous research results, namely the first is by Umar et al. 2023, say about the difficulties that faced by the students when not using the translanguaging strategy can be overcome by using it. And the second one is from Upaya Pan 2019, who find that students can expand their vocabularies in second language without leaving the first language because the teacher will continue to use both languages interchangeably. In addition, the researcher also took the theory from C, 1966, regarding the aspects of translanguaging that include code switching, translating and interpreting, and also the language brokering. And next is the research methodology. So the participants in this research were class 8D using purposive sampling as a sampling technique. And there are 3 data collecting techniques: observation using observation checklist, interview using interview guidelines as an instrument, and documentation using photography. The researcher also used the triangulation method to find out the various points of view from various data collection techniques. And afterward, researchers used data analysis techniques from Miles and Huberman, which consist of data reduction, display, and verification. And next is the results. So the researcher conducted observation using observation checklist during the teaching and learning process, which consists of 3 activities, which are pre-activity, whilst activity, and post-activity. Next is the first result is observation. So in the pre-activity, teacher began to with a greeting and the student's condition saying, how do you feel now? Bagaimana perasaan kamu sekarang? And then the teacher checking students' attendance, brainstorming together, and students respond actively. And in the second activity is Will's activity. So the teacher using 2 media, PowerPoint and student worksheet. And after the teacher explained the material using PowerPoint, the teacher asked the students to open their worksheet by saying, silakan open your book. And the teacher asked students to analyze the different types of short functional text by saying, jika kamu ada undangan in English, kemudian di bawah ada RSVP, itu maksudnya adalah you have to confirm blah blah blah. And the last is, so the teacher asked the students to analyze the type of short functional text by saying, please analyze the picture 1.2 dan 1.3 in group of 2. And the last activity is post activity. The teachers say, what do you feel now? Did you enjoy? The student then respond, yes, I so enjoy. And the teacher then asks about the difficulties and the student answer by saying, no problem, problem one. And the last, before complete the assignment, the teacher asks the students to submit their works by saying, now submit your work, kumpulkan. The second result is interview. So the researcher conducted the interview process using interview guidelines to teacher and students. And this is the teacher answer based on the interview. There are 6 questions below the answers. The first answer is about the implementation of the language use process, where the teaching and learning process in the writing class include 3 languages, Indonesian, English, and Japanese. And the second is about the steps taken by the teacher during the teaching and learning process, where the teacher continues to use 3 main activities when teaching, include preparation, application, and reflection. And the third is about the challenges it encountered during the teaching and learning process, where the most significant challenges were the large number of students and the limited time available. And next, about the suitability of this learning strategy when applied to writing materials. And the teacher agreed and said it was appropriate. And the last is about the effectiveness of the implemented learning strategy, where the teacher believed that the strategy could bring changes to students' writing skills. And now move on to the students' interview. There are 9 questions. Below is the answers that have been simplified. So the first is about their interest in English lessons as well as writing materials, where 3 out of 4 students said they were interested in English as well as in writing. In addition, all of students provided positive responses in short functional text material. The second about their language preference, when the teacher explained the material as well as whether the teacher taught in English. And the majority students prefer when the teacher explains in Indonesian because they feel difficult if the teacher only using English. The third, about the first language used when the students are writing as well as their thoughts, if they wrote text on writing materials without the assistance of others. And mostly students begin writing in Indonesian and struggle with creating their own text without assistance. And last, about their opinion on whether the teacher would use this strategy in future writing materials. And all students agree if the teacher using translanguaging in writing lessons afterwards. And the last data collection is documentation. So the researcher used documentation through photograph on some of the following, such as lesson plan, teaching and learning process, and students' writing result. And the next slide is about the discussion. So the researcher also used CIS theory 1966 of translanguaging and found it during the learning process in the classroom. The first is code switching that refers to the alternation of one language with another in one context. For the example is, please analyze the picture 1.2 and 1.3 in group of 2. And the second is translating and interpreting that refers to explanation after translation from several contexts. For the example is, jika kamu ada undangan in English, kemudian di bawah ada RSVP, itu maksudnya adalah you have to confirm. Kamu harus mengonfirmasi apakah kamu akan datang atau tidak. And the last one is about language brokering. It refers to imperfect translation influenced by the environment or due to limited vocabulary. For the example is no problem, problem. So the students use Indonesian or Japanese context in English. And next is, after researchers applied this strategy, there were weaknesses and strengths that also in line with some of the results of previous researchers. The first is from Stiati and Irawati, 2023. So the mother tongue is mostly used instead of the target the target language. And the second is who discovered that some students require to prefer, who discovered that some students require time to think when the teacher frequently switches from mother tongue to target language, is in line with the result by Vishnevska et al. 2021, who said that it requires too much time. And the last weaknesses is lack in individual study by Karabulut and Dollar 2022. And for the strengths, is from Nursanti 2021, who said that the translanguaging strategy can be collaborated with other media. And the second one is from Siragar 2020, who said that the students become more active in teaching and learning process. And the last one is from Young et al. 2023, that the students have strengthened their thinking and writing skills. And next is from conclusion and suggestion. So there are three main points. But the first is the teacher primarily uses Indonesian, followed by English and Japanese, which are only used for spontaneity. The second is the weaknesses include the teacher tends to use Indonesian rather than English. Translanguaging takes too much time and students are less capable of working independently. And the last one is the strengths include translanguaging strategies can be combined with other media. Students become more engaged in the teaching and learning process, and they can think critically as well as communicate their ideas in writing. And the researcher also has a suggestion for the future researchers. They may include additional research instruments as well as implement this translanguaging strategy at various levels within the institution. Okay, thank you so much for paying attention to my presentation today.
Thank
I hope my
you.
article will beneficial for future knowledge. Thank you.
Thank you, Mbak Risnanda. Oh, everyone, you could send the virtual reaction. So I will say here, thank you so much, Mbak Risnanda. So that's very good that you have finished on 12 minutes. But then, is there any questions for Mbak Risnanda? Where Mbak Risnanda is coming from Department of English Education, Universitas PGRI Madiun. So she brought the ideas of the use of translanguaging as a teacher strategy in writing classroom. For 8th grade in junior high school. So that's very interesting, Mbak Nanda. Then no probleman, no probleman. Ya, agak masalah gitu ya. No probleman. So that's very insightful, especially for me myself also. Thank you so much, Mbak Risnanda. Maybe any questions? Any question for other presenters? Or maybe not yet. If we still have time, then we could go back to the presenter and asking the questions. So, okay, Mbak Risnanda, thank you so much. Let's have some discussion later. Okay. Thank you, Mbak Risnanda. Thank you so much. Okay, you could stop the sharing. Oh, I take the picture first of you. Wait. Oh, okay. It's okay. It's okay. No problem because I have already taken some. Yeah. Thank you so much. So I'd like to move to our first second speaker. It should be Mbak Andi. Halo Mbak Andi.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, if is it possible, could you on your camera?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I cannot open my camera because
Ah,
there is inconvenience when I'm
yeah.
open my camera. But I would like to share my presentation first.
Sure. Okay. You could share it in 10 to 15 minutes. Time is yours.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Mbak Rahma. There is no slides already. So is there any problem, Mbak Nurul? Mbak Andi, Mbak Nurul ya, Mbak Nurul.
Yes, ma'am. Wait, masih saya
Okay.
persiapkan.
Okay, okay. Okay, your time has already run, so maybe, yeah, oh, here. Okay, is there any problem, Mbak Nurul?
Wait, ma'am, still process.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Or maybe you could, or maybe I move to the third first, and then you could share your PowerPoint to the chat box, and I help you to share.
Ini sudah bisa, ma'am, sepertinya. Sebentar.
Oh yeah, but there is, okay, okay. Let's see. Yeah, okay. You could start the presentations.
Right. Sorry, ma'am, still have a trouble in my laptop.
Okay, so how? Is that okay for you to share, or I help you to share?
Wait, ma'am, still. Or maybe move to the next presenter, ma'am.
Okay, okay,
Thank you.
okay. You're welcome. But Andy, you could share your PowerPoint into the chat box, and I help you to share the PowerPoint. Okay. Thank you,
Yes,
thank
ma'am,
you.
thank you.
Okay, okay, welcome. We move to our third speaker. That should be Mbak Berliana Nur Hafizah. Okay. Good morning, Mbak Berli. Morning. Yeah, would you please to share your PowerPoint? Yeah. Oh, but here the name is Rahmadina. Oh, okay. No problem, no problem. Okay, you can share the PowerPoint. But your sound is very low. So maybe you could put it louder.
Yes, ma'am.
She's also coming from Universitas PGRI Madiun. Okay, Mbak Berli will put the presentations way entitled Analysis of Subtitle Translations on English Education in Elemental Movie. Okay, go ahead.
Apakah sudah terlihat jelas nih?
Tadi sudah, tapi sekarang hilang. Oh ya, oke, oke.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I will presentation my thesis division and title is Analysis of Subtitle Translation on English Indonesian in Elemental Movie. Okay, the next slide is introduction. In this research, the author decided to analyze the subtitles, the movie script, because the audience usually choose to read the translation subtitles to understand the story of the movie. Another reason why the author chose to analyze movie subtitles is that there are still few studies that analyze the translation of movie subtitles. This study can be used as a reference for those who are interested in the translation of movie scripts. The researcher will acquire knowledge about translation techniques that are used in translating movie subtitles based on Molina and Albert 2002. Based on this background, the writer is interested in concluding a research entitled Analysis of Subtitle on English Indonesian in Translation Elemental Movie. Okay, the next slide is research question. The first is what translation techniques used to analyze the English Indonesian subtitle in Elemental Movie, and the second is how are the readability of translation result in Elemental Movie. Okay, the next slide is the purpose of this study. First is to analyze the English Indonesian subtitle in Elemental Movie, and the second is to discuss the readability of translation result in Elemental Movie. Okay, the next slide is review literature. First, state by Novita Sahibas-Fahusno, 2023, the researcher focused more on translation techniques used by the translator and dominant technique used on Pitch Perfect 2 film. And the second is state by Orenka Fonda, 2014, the researcher is more focused on what translation techniques used by the translator and techniques mostly used by the translator in translating. Third, state by S.A. Rahmawati, 2023, the researcher focused more on to find out translation technique used refers to the theory of Molina and Albert and to find out the readability of the translation of the directive speech aids in the live-action film Aladdin. The similarity between this research with previous research is in this research focus and theory use. Previous research focused on translation technique, the topic of the translation English and Indonesian. Theory that use which are using Molina and Albert to determine the difference is previous research by S.A. Rahmawati, 2023, focused on translation technique and readability. The researcher using this previous research because the researcher analyze the translation technique and readability. Okay, the next slide is research method. First, research approach. This research conducted using qualitative research approach. Second, research design, qualitative descriptive research design. Third, source of data. The data source is a type of documentation data source. The researcher chose Disney and Pixar's movie entitled Analysis of Subtitle Translation on English Indonesia in Elemental Movie. Okay, the next slide is result of translation technique. The researcher explained the translation technique used to translate the transcript data of the selected movie as mentioned in the research question in Chapter 1. The selected movie are titled Elemental Movie. The data were analyzed sentence by sentence, then classified into the appropriate translation technique, the result of which can be seen in the table, then classified into the appropriate translation technique. Depending on the analysis data, the researcher found 225 data in Elemental Movie. After that, translation technique is used to analyze data, and the data are already validated by the writer. The researcher discovered the following after analyzing the data: adaptation, 9 sentence, transposition, 47 sentence, literal translation, 99 sentence, modulation, 21 sentence, calcul, 4 sentence, established equivalent, 5 sentence, linguistic amplification, 10 sentence, reduction, 10 sentence, linguistic compression, 4 sentence, amplification, 13 sentence, borrowing, 8 sentence, generalization, 2 sentence, subtitle, 2 sentence, and mentioned translation technique were not found in the study. Invalid data will be included in the appendix. The researcher then calculates the percentage of the analyzed data to make a comparison in the translation process. Okay, the next is translation technique analysis. According to the diagram which has been served, the percentage of data can be concluded as follows: adaptation 4%, transposition 29%, literal translation 44%, modulation 93%, Telugu 18%, established equivalent to 2%, linguistic amplification for 4%, reduction for 4%, linguistic comparison 1.8%, amplification 5.8%, borrowing 3.5%, discursive creation 0%, compensation 0%, particularization 0%, description 0%, generalization 0.9%, substitution 0.9%, and variation 0%. Okay, the next one is discussion of translation technique. The reader would like to explain and discuss about the data that have been analyzed from the subtitle Elemental movie. The translator find 234 data and translation technique that applied in this research. According to the analysis, literal translation is frequently used in translating the data. In the study, researchers used more than one technique in analyze the sentence. The reader used more than one translation technique when analyzing one sentence to ensure the integrity of the meaning of sentence. Each translation technique has different strengths and weaknesses in capturing the nuance and structure of the source language. By combining various techniques, the researcher can gain a more comprehensive view and reduce the possibility of errors or loss of important meaning. The amount of sentence analyzed using more than one technique is 12 out of 225 sentences. Okay, the next slide is result of readability. The
sorry, barely. That's already 10 minutes. Would you please to make it faster? Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Result of readability. The reader will answer the second problem of the study, which is about the readability in subtitle Elemental movie. The data will be organized in a table based on the analysis categories and then will be discussed in the subchapter. A total of 225 sentences will be examined for their translation quality, focused on readability only. Based on the theory proposed by Nababan et al. In 2012, the research used a translation expert to assess whether the data collected was easy to read. The following tables show the analyzed data. The translation will be most effective if the translated text is easy for the reader to understand the information. Therefore, it is important to assess how easy the translated text is to understand. Okay, the next one is readability analysis. Based on the diagram, the data is more readable than the middle and low readable criteria with the score of readable is 205 score with percentage 91%, while middle readable is 19 score with percentage 8%, and the low readable is 1 score with percentage 1%. This means that the abstract generated from the data is readable and the information it can be easily understood by the reader. Next, based on the diagram, the data is more readable than the middle and low readable criteria with the score of readable is 210 score with percentage 93%, while middle readable is 8 score with percentage 4%, and the low readable is 7 score with percentage 3%. This means that the abstract generated from the data is readable and the information in it can be easily understood by the reader. Okay, the next slide is readability analysis. Based on the diagram, the data is more readable than the middle and low readable criteria with the score of readable is 210 score with percentage 93%, while middle readable is 8 score with percentage 4%, and the low readable is 7 score with percentage 3%. This means that the abstract generated from the data is readable and the information in it can be easily understood by the reader. And the next is based on the diagram, the data is more readable than the middle and low readable criteria with the score of readable is 180 score with percentage 80%, while middle readable is 44 score with percentage 19%, and the low readable is 1 score with percentage 1%. This means that the abstract generated from the data is readable and the information in it can be easily understood by the reader. Okay, the next one is discussion of readability. The researcher would like to explain about the readability from the data. The data collected were 225 data.
Okay. Sorry, Mbak Berly, would you please to move to the conclusions because time is okay up. So this one maybe The last slide. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, the last slide is conclusion. First, translation technique. Some sentences were translated using one translation technique, some sentences were translated using two translation technique, and some other sentences were translated by using three translation techniques. The amount of sentence analyzed using more than some techniques is 12 out of 225 sentences. And the second is readability. The readability from studies on readability from my research and other studies is predominantly high readable. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for Mbak Berliana and Hafiza with the article entitled Analysis of Subtitle Translations on English Indonesian in Elemental Movie. So that's very great because you have already translated toward 225 sentences with most 12 techniques. So that's great because that should be not easy because as on our understanding that this is manually done, right, without any devices help you like Google Translate and others. So that's very great. So maybe we still have one minute. Is there any question for Mbak Berli? No questions? Okay, so maybe you could while thinking about the question and later if we have time, Mbak Berli, we could back to you to the question and answer sessions. Thank you, Mbak Berli. Give a virtually applause. Yeah. For Mbak Berli. Thank you so much, Mbak Berli. So here we have the virtually applause for you. Thank you. So I move to our third. Could you stop sharing, Mbak Berli? Thank you. Thank you so much. We move to our fourth. But before that, we have Mbak Andi, right? Okay, Mbak Andi, I'll help you to share the PowerPoint. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So here we have Mbak Andi. I will help to share her PowerPoint. Here is the PowerPoint. Everyone, could you see the PowerPoint?
Please keep
Yes. Is that visible?
Right. Thank you.
Is that visible?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes, okay, thank you. So, Mbak Andi, you could start now.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Previously, I would like to thank you for the moderator in this presentation.
You're
Good
welcome.
morning for the other presenter in this Electrics. Okay, officially, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Andi Nurul Aini, with student number 20021090046. With the entitle of my paper research is Politeness Strategies in Multicultural Setting of Laura Ati Movie by Bayu Sekat. Next slide, please, ma'am. Okay, before we move into the main presentation, I would like to share my content of the topic. The first is chapter 1, their introduction. Chapter 2, research methodology. Chapter 3, result and discussion. And the last chapter is conclusion. Next slide, please, ma'am. For the introduction, the background of the study. Politeness in the development of globalization communication not only encounter the multicultural of society in real life, but also in the movie. One of the top movie implemented in the context of multicultural of society is Loro Ati 2022 movie by Bayu Sekat. This movie is interesting and worth researching because of the diversity of the application of Japanese politeness used by characters from multicultural society of different ethnicities as the main topic of this paper. As of the researcher chose this film as a research object to find out the realization between the multicultural of society that is built in the movie context and the application of politeness in the Japanese language used by the characters. And I using the theoretical review by Politeness Strategy Scotland and Scotland 2001. And the theory politeness strategy is a phase system or society-based model. Positive phase is termed involvement strategy and negative phase is termed independent strategies. Furthermore, the researcher used the principal theories of politeness strategy by Scotland and Scotland because it proposed a more comprehensive society-based model to account for politeness across cultures or multicultural of society in the Laura Atimofil. Next slide, please. And then the problem of the studies, there are two. The first is how is the realization the politeness system in the involvement politeness strategy in multicultural setting of society used by characters in Laura Arti movie. And the second is how is the realization the politeness system in the independent politeness strategy in multicultural setting of society used by characters in Laura Arti movie. For the objective of the studies, there are two. The first is identify the politeness system in the involvement politeness strategy in multicultural setting of society used by characters in Laura Ati movie. And the second is identify the politeness system in the independent politeness strategy in multicultural setting of society used by characters in Laura Ati movie. Next slide, please, ma'am. And for the research method, for the approach of the research, by using the descriptive qualitative approach. For the type of the research, using the document analysis. For the source of data in this paper, I use the conversation characters of the Laura Ati 2022 movie and the data analysis using the theory from Miles and Haberman. The first is data reduction, the second data display, and the third is conclusion or drawing verification. Next slide, please, ma'am. And this is the result and the discussion. There are the table of the result types of politeness strategy divided into two, involvement strategy and independent strategy. The researchers has found 70 utterances from 16 characteristics divided into two are 35 utterances in involvement strategy, 50%, and 35 utterances in independent strategy, or 50%, with total percentage 100% data analysis Laura Ati movie, which contains of two data, 20% solidarity system, two data 20% hierarchy down system, and one data 10% inappropriate system in the involvement politeness strategy. Meanwhile, in the independent strategy, which contain of two data, two 20% different system, two data 20% hierarchy up system, and one data 10% inappropriate systems. Next slide, please, ma'am. And this is for the sample data, my result. And the first is in the involvement strategy, especially in the solidarity system. That solidarity system is the meaning of participants are closest each others. The contact of the skin in 1.20 minutes in this Joko or P1 family in Joko's house in Peneleh, Surabaya City, inside of the car, and there is a conversation with P2, Mrs. Subandi. In the utterances 2 and 3, Ms. Subandi showed the solidarity system with called Jok, which expressed a nickname for his child, and also Pa, which express a nickname for P1 fathers. In the linguistically variety of ways in the involvement strategy in the expressions comes to category use of given names or nicknames. Next slide. For the independent strategy, especially in the different system, meaning is a participant maintain distance each other. The contact of the skin seen in the 12.13 minutes is P1 or Shoko. In the P9 Abbas Kurmas hope there is a conversation. In the utterances 37 shown the different system with mendet kathah kula paringi diskon ba, which P1 give response to the P9 for giving discount in general is commonly used in transaction. In the linguistically variety of ways in the independent strategy, the expression comes to category state general rule. In addition, the distance between participants requires P1 to respect P9 using more polite and formal language or bahasa Jawa Kromo. Next slide. And this is for the discussion, the data result, the realization politeness strategy in multicultural setting of society. As for the research on the analysis of the film Loroati that researchers have found in the involvement politeness strategy are Arab and Madurenes ethnics. For example, in the data 2, which is characterized by the setting where the conversation between participants took place in Abbas house, where the atmosphere has thick with Arabic culture. As for the research on the analysis of the film Loroati that researchers have found in the independent politeness strategy are Arabic and European ethnicity. For example, in the data 9, it's shown that P14 and P15 are families who have European roots, namely in German. There is other evidence that show that P14 and 15 are European, namely in the conversation in the minute 37.30 where P19 chats with Zoom meeting with his business colleagues using German. Apart from that, it can be seen from the physical appearance of P19 and P11 that their children have real white face and skin like Germans. However, the P19 family still has the same fluence in Javanese. And the next slide, ma'am. For the conclusion in my paper, based on the result and discussion of the paper conducted by the researcher, it can be concluded that politeness strategy, which has become a reference for the data and the topic in Loroati movie, it can be developed with multicultural setting of society. This paper topic can contribute to pedagogical term or language learning which leads to linguistic substance or the language learning content and also can open up an insight of cultural awareness teaching or local wisdom. Next slide, ma'am. Okay, thank you for all the participation and attention. Back again to the moderator.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you so much, Mbak Nurul. That's a great performance and also presentations. Then it's also very interesting that you discussed the topic of politeness strategies in multicultural setting of Lara Ati movie by Bayu Skak, yeah. So that's quite interesting that you bring the cultural awareness and also local wisdom in a teaching process and also multicultural setting of the society and language learning and yeah, we could get more insights from the cultural awareness of the local wisdom. Thank you so much, Mbak. Here we have Mbak Andi. Yeah, okay. Maybe any question? One question for Mbak Andi, please. Is there questions? Is there any questions, everyone? No, not yet. Okay. Okay, maybe later we get back to you, Mbak Andi. Thank you, Mbak Andi.
Thank you, Ibu.
Yeah, thank you. So I will move to our next presenter. It should be Mbak Excelin Kusuma Putri. Hello, Mbak Excelin.
Hello, ma'am.
Would you please to open your camera?
So sorry that I could not open my camera because
Yeah,
of internet and
connections.
share my PPT with my handphone. Is that
Okay.
okay, ma'am?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. So you could continue to share your PowerPoint. Time is yours. Okay, that's visible but very small.
Okay, thank you, Mbak, for the next presentation. If you
Okay, now okay.
Okay. May I start now, ma'am?
Yeah, sure.
Before starting my presentation, I would like to introduce myself. My name is
That's not really okay. That's not really clear. Maybe you could move closer. Okay, thank you.
Here I will present about translation technique and readability in the movie Resident Evil Dead Island. The introduction. Translation is a skill in receiving information that comes from research language and can be understand the purpose of the information correctly and precisely without reducing the meaning or execution. And the translation is the meaning of research language or SL into target language or TL, so as to ensure that the surface meaning of the two will be approximately similar and the structure of the SL will be preserved as closely as possible, but not so closely that the TL structure will be seriously distorted. And translation is an act of expressing a meaning which is communicate in the research language into target language, as according to the meaning contained in the source language. And next, the translation technique as procedures to analyze of a word translation to know how translation work is equivalent. Is used to know the kind of technique that the translation research language to the target language to find out the meaning of the language. I'm taking for Molina and Altmaier 2002. Our categories 18 translation technique are available to analyze a translation text. It is coherence, cohesion, and thematic progression. And the last is contextual dimension, and also taken by Breaker 1982. Lists 8 straight in the translation that the translation by more gender words and by more natural and less expressive words. Here, a word of translation. The translation technique largely determine the quality of the result translation, and from Molina and Altmaier. Translation technique will affect quality of the translation of the work and readability to show the quality of the translation in terms of a work from readability, show the quality of the translation. And here is aspect as the purpose of the SL that has been translated correctly. And the question I use is, what kind of translation technique are used in the movie Resident Evil Dead Island? And how is the readability in the movie Resident Evil Dead Island? Here the method, the focus on this research is to recognize and explain how translation strategies are used in English language movies. To conduct this research, me as a creator choose qualitative research and subjective require above strategies are graphic and application expository strategies. I use qualitative research methods that are described and application analytic methods. According to Sudacha research definition, qualitative research is including things such as problem identification, problem definition, determining the focus of the problem, and conducting research, processing, and interpreting data, generating theories, and reporting research results. And the data obtained is research comes from the movie Resident Evil Dead Island. And the result is focusing in this research is recognize and explain English language movies. To choose qualitative research subject require above strategies are a graphic and application expository strategies. And this is the kind of the translation that I use to analyze these movies. There is adaptation, amplification, linguistic amplification, description, generalization, calculate, establish equivalent, comparison, linguistic comparison, discursive variation, and then modulation, particulation, borrowing, literal translation, reduction, substitution, transposition, and variation. And these result findings. Instrument of this readability rating adapted from Nababan 2012. Translation category is high, readable, moderate readable, low readability, and the last is average score of them. And here the conclusion. From the analysis that I can get, there is 118 data, and I found about 14 types of translation technique that used in this movie. They are adaptation, amplification, borrowing, composition, description, descriptive creation, establishment equivalent, generalization, linguistic amplification, and linguistic comprehension, linguistic translation, modulating, substitution, transposition, and variation. And the most commonly used translation technique is literal translate with a percentage 67.8% based the result of the analysis of the translation quality, interim readability, and for the analysis of the readability taken from the movie, there are 1024 data that classify as readability translation, and 56 data were determined as less readability translation. It clearly defines that the translation of the movie is readable because it has high percentage of readable, and there is no tantrum categorized in unreadable translation. I think that's all for my presentation. Thank you so much for your knowledge.
Thank you, excellent. Thank you so much for the nice presentations. Your presentation is focusing on translation techniques and readability in the movie Resident. What is the topic? What is the title of the movie? Resident Evil Delft Island, right? Okay, so thank you so much. So maybe any questions, everyone? For Mbak Excelin? That's great because you have taken around 180 data and that's a great number of data. Is there any questions for Mbak Excelin? Not yet? Okay. Okay. It seems that we should have a lunch, ma'am. Okay. We will finish it soon because there are some presenters here. Then I move to the fifth. Mbak or Ibu Siti Nur Wahda Tusa Adah. Are you here with us? Good morning. Okay, it seems that Mbak Siti didn't yet join us, so I will move to the next. Mas Slamet, ya, Bapak Slamet. Are you with us? Okay, okay, it seems also didn't join us yet. Bapak Sudarto, are you with us? Not yet. Okay, I'll move to the last one. The last two. Okay, Mbak Luciana. Okay, Mbak Luciana, are you with me?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, good morning. Okay, you have also 10 minutes to present your points and also article. Thank you. Very good job.
Ma'am,
Thank you. Yeah,
first of
thank
all,
you.
I'm so sorry because I used my phone because there is technical problem with my laptop. So
Yeah,
I already asking Mbak Tehliana to share my PowerPoint.
sure. Okay.
Okay, good morning everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Luciana Rahmawati. I am here, I will present my article entitled White Framing to Deflect the Case of Racism in USA Legals in the Netflix series When They See Us 2019 based on the Central Park 5 case in 1989. Next. Next, Mbak. In society, especially in America, racism is being social issues that become problem. One of the popular social issues about racism in America is the case of Central Park in 1989 in New York, where 5 Black and Latino teenagers of arrest, rape, and attempt murder of a white female runner named Patricia Miley. The When They See Us series as popular literature praising theme of racism in the Central Park 5 case. It shows that racism is still being popular culture among society because the case that happened a long time ago is still being raised as themes in a recent literary work. For this reason, the researcher conducted research on forms of racism in the series, which indirectly shows how racism occurred in the real case of Central Park 5. The researcher chose Netflix series When They See Us as object of the research because the series depicted the circumstance of the case at the time. Next. So the research problem in here, they are how do the white people practice racism in the series When They See Us based on the Central Park 5 case, and also how do the white people framing to the black that lead to racism in the series When They See Us based on the Central Park 5 case. Next. In here, the researcher used conducted research using qualitative research approach with qualitative descriptive research design. For the data search is a type of document data search. The researcher chose Netflix series entitled When They See Us, directed by Ava DuVernay. And then for the theory, the researcher used racial profiling theory by Philemon. As stated by Philemon 2015, racial profiling is a practice that has a disproportionately negative impact on individuals of color, the impoverished, and the homeless. And in addition, also racial profiling stated by Clary 2000, racial profiling is when a police officer stops, questions make an arrest or conduct a search of a person based only on that person's race or ethnicity. Next. For the result and discussion, the researchers found 4 components of Netflix series when they see us. First is police stop, only one scene. I swear the detective stopping Kevin Richardson, one of the Central Park Five boys. The detective stops and arrests Kevin forcibly when Kevin is about to run. And the second component is police arrest. The first scene is our case is they are all guilty. The scene shows about Linda Firestein, the chief prosecutors at the time, reported to legal counselor, namely Elizabeth Leder, about the case. From the scene, she didn't care if there is evidence or not. What she wants is make the black teenagers guilty of the case. And the second scene is they can still be guilty of rape under the law. The scene shows Elizabeth Leder, the legal counselor at that time, claim that the Central Park Five boys is still guilty and should be arrested even though there is no clear evidence. And the third scene is, did you look to see if there was any mud on his pants? The scene shows Raymond's lawyer explain and asking detective who interrogated Raymond in the trial that Raymond involved in the case and put the rape in the wrong part of the park. But there is no mud on the Raymond's pants. It shows that police arrest Raymond even he did nothing about the case. Next. And the third component is police question. There are 2 scenes. First, is my mom here? The scene shows Kevin Richardson interrogating without accompanied by his mother or lawyer. It shows that the police questions him without saying that he is still an underage teenager and his adult assistants. In addition, the police questions which even though Kevin didn't know anything about the case. And the next scene is from the park, from the scene shows that Corey was forced to act he didn't commit. In the scene, Corey is questioned by police and legal counselor, and he answered with the wrong statement because police promised he can go home if he answered that he involved in the case. And the last component is police brutality. There are also 2 scenes. First, Little Animal, stop. The scene shows the white detective forcibly arrests Kevin Richardson and calling him Little Animal. It shows that the police call him with inappropriate name for calling people. And the second scene is, don't you fucking raise your voice to me. The scene shows the white detective is yelling at Antoine McRae when interrogating him. Next. In addition, the police not only doing racism directly, which leads to the case. The police not only tried to get the Central Park Five boys to admit to an act they didn't commit, but also made it seem as if they were guilty of the case. The public, especially white people, of course immediately believed that, because what the media and police said was the perpetrators were black people and the victims were white people. And next. Okay, so the conclusion is the depiction of formal racism in the When They See Us series is racial profiling. In the series, it's depicted that the 5 Black and Latino teenagers or the Central Park 5 boys are forced to confess to act they didn't commit. The coercion was also accompanied by torture, which constitute discrimination, and when interrogated, they were not accompanied by parents or lawyer. The racial profiling components that the researcher found are police stop, police arrest, police questions, and police brutality. In addition to direct racist treatment, the depiction in the series also show racism from stereotype or framing by white people, especially police, American law, and the media. This framing include demonizing black people and mention that the Central Park 5 boys were guilty of rape and attempt murder of the case. So what the public understand is the Central Park 5 boys are really guilty of the case. Next. Okay,
Okay.
so this is the end of my presentation. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much for Mbak Luciana Rahmawati with the discussions entitled White Framing to the Black, and this is critical point of view to the case of racism in US illegals in the Netflix series When They See Us 2019 based on the Central Park 5 case 1998 from Unima. Thank you so much for sharing this critical point of view, Mbak Luciana. And then, is there any question for Mbak Luciana? Because we still have 1 minute more. Okay, not yet. Okay. So, if you have some question later, is also very okay. So I move to the last speakers because the three others are not here and together with us. Good morning, Mbak Fuji. So, everyone, let me introduce you because here we have 14 participants, Mbak Fuji. Okay, so. Here, Mbak Fuji is one of the students of the master degree in National Tonghua University. So maybe other students could also learn and ask questions. Okay, Mbak Fuji. Mbak Fuji, you also have 10 minutes to discuss your
Okay,
presentation. Thank you.
thank you. I will share the PPT. Hmm, Yes. Hmm, Can you show the PPT?
Not yet, not yet. Okay, now okay.
Okay, thank you, Mom Rosita.
Thank you for joining us.
So today I will present about my research. The title is Impact of Global Education Dynamics on International Student Mobility Trends in Taiwan. So I will share some scholarship from the Taiwan government, and so maybe after I share this research, maybe some student from Madiun University will come to Taiwan to study. Okay, so the content of this research is introduction, methodology, findings, and discussion, and also the conclusion. So in introduction, the global education market has had a significant and ever-changing impact on the movement of international students in higher education in current period of globalization. The global education market is characterized by various indirect variables such as international rankings, technology advance, cross-culture cooperation, and the commercialization of education service. And then this is the currently Taiwan is among the countries that are capitalizing on the increased growth in international student mobility. Taiwan has been from main participant on the increased growth in the international student mobility. Taiwan has been a prominent participant in the global landscape, attracting a substantial number of international students in recent years. Like in Taiwan, we have 70 university, 34 public, and 36 is a private university. And the next is the research question is, what are the impacts of the global market in education on the trends of international student mobility in Taiwan? So this is the definition of the global education. I think I will move to the next slide. And the story of the global of higher.
Sorry, Mbak Fuji, that's not yet moved. Yeah. So
Maybe because the
yeah.
network, because now is typo.
Yeah. Oh, could you move
Share.
to or maybe slide share?
Maybe I will share the PPT
Oh
to
yeah.
the
Yeah.
presenter and
Yeah. You could share it to the chat room. I will share for you. Okay, as the information everyone that in Taiwan currently we have they have the big typhoon or a kind of big wave of windy seasons, and that's really having a disturb or problem to the connection. So I will help Mbak Fuji to share.
I already shared in, but in WhatsApp.
Okay, I will check it. So okay, is that visible?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So what page you need?
The
Maybe
after research question.
after research questions. Okay, wait a few seconds. Maybe I could move it smaller. Is that okay to have this?
Yes.
Okay. Here.
Yeah.
After this one?
The next slide.
Next slide. Okay.
And the next slide, one more.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So
You're welcome.
The global market of higher education science 20th century in higher education in particular has consistently served as an open arena for steady international exchange and partnership. This global market of higher education has consistent served as an open arena, and in the late 2000 and early 2001 century, international activities with higher education largely propelled by the force of globalization. And there is some factors such as technological advancement, reduced transportation costs, and market liberation, and the expanding global labor market significant contribute to this global market of higher education. And the next slide. And there is the overview of the Taiwan of higher education system. Taiwan had a higher education system could be categorized into four stages. The first is build an international environment among university. The second is develop world-class university by recruiting more people from abroad, like from Indonesia, Vietnam, and other countries. And the third is create an Asian higher education by developing homegrown talent. And the last is the new regulation from Taiwan government is the new southbound policy, the policy of internationalization of higher education. So the next slide. The methodology. So this research use library research method. They study the reference from books, journal articles, and other factual information. And the researchers analyze this research, like they collect relevant information, select the data, and the last is analysis to formulate ideas. Yeah, the next slide. And the next content is findings and the discussion. So there is some point in the findings and discussion. The first is factors influence international student mobility in Taiwan, like scholarship, policy, quality of education. And the second point is challenge internationalization of Taiwan higher education institution, like competitive countries, unbalanced mobility, readiness of virtual mobility. And the last one for future international student mobility will be the technology, advancement policy change, financial, and environmental sustainability. The next slide. So there is some factors influencing international student mobility in Taiwan. The top reason international students choose to study in Taiwan because the scholarship and financial support. And the second is the government policy and the regulation. The fourth stage of internationalization of higher education institution is the new regulation, the new southbound policy is the new southbound policy. And the last factors, not the last, but the third top factors influencing international students choose Taiwan for study because the quality of education. Yeah, and there is the higher factor for international students come to Taiwan for study because the scholarship is 25.6%. Yeah, the next slide. And I would like to share some scholarship from Taiwan government. Like the first type is Taiwan Scholarship Program. The second type is New Southbound Scholarship Program. And the next slide. This is some scholarship, science internationalization of higher education institution Taiwan. The top one is program MOA, funded by MOA, and the second is Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and we have National Science Council. We also have Ministry of Economic Affairs, and the last is MOA, Mandarin Enrichment Scholarship Program. There's some scholarship from the Taiwan government until now. Yeah, the next slide. And this is also some scholarship like summer vacation. We also have this scholarship for short term, like the new southbound policy short-term study program. And there is also a scholarship from National Donghua University. Yeah, the new NDHU Software Scholarship. Yeah, the next. So the government policy and the regulation since 1994 until 2002, there is some regulation, but because the time until 2017 until today, we have the new regulation from Taiwan government. This regulation promote talent circulation and respond to regional education need. Yeah, the next slide. The government policy and regulation like the economy, trade collaboration. We also have research sharing, talent exchange, and regional connectivity. Yeah. This is the quality of Taiwan higher education institution. Yeah, maybe the next slide. So the challenge faced by internationalization of Taiwan higher education, the first is higher education internationalization face competition from Japan and Korea. And we also have the digitalization of higher education and the richness of Taiwan in virtual mobility, like the outbreak of COVID-19, has caused two major shifts in overall international student mobility, which is virtual mobility and the regional shift of student mobility. And we also, in the COVID-19 international student mobility, freedom benefits in Taiwan because the issue of the risk of for the Thailand and for Thailand, and then the loss is the new southbound policy cause unbalanced Thailand mobility. Yeah, the next slide. So this is the feature of international student mobility, like technological advance and online education, policy chance, financial
Maybe
support.
Fuji,
Yeah,
maybe 1 minute more.
yeah.
1
The
minute more.
last slide, the
Yeah.
next slide is the conclusion.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Okay, the next slide. Yeah, the last slide. Yeah, so the conclusion from this research slide, Taiwan role in global education has grown, influenced by factors such as the quality of education service, government policy, and advanced technology have driven an increase in the number of international students in Taiwan. And also, Taiwan has successfully implemented the new southbound policy, boosted the number of international students through high quality education, financial assistance, and effective COVID-19 management also, and referring its commitment to benefit regional education cooperation. Thank you. Sorry, I don't hear the voice, Ma'am Rose.
Oh, okay, okay. So currently, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So Mbak Fuji has already shared so many kinds of the scholarship that existed in Taiwan countries. So everyone, if you have some questions, please, it could be to the presenter, all of the presenter, because Mbak Fuji is the last presenters of our breakout room. So is there any questions? Or maybe there will be personal connections to you because maybe they have some question related to the scholarship. Any questions so far? Maybe from Mbak Rizky, oh sorry, Mbak Prisnanda and others. Excellent. No questions? Okay, it seems that there is no more questions, but later we will focusing on the articles and also publications so that everyone could read these on articles and also the point of view article. Thank you so much, Mbak Fuji, as being one of the presenter for today. And I'd like to announce because we only have some presenters, then Mbak Fuji is also just joined us. Then I will share the best speaker for today. So congratulations to Mbak Risnanda Nur Anissa. Mbak Risnanda, are you with us?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, would you please do on your camera? So everyone, as the last point, congratulations, Mbak Risnanda. We will share this certificate later. Okay, so I'd like to take the pictures of all of us as the result of the today's parallel sessions. So would you please do on your camera, everyone? Okay. Okay, so we have some presenters and also participants. I would like to take the pictures. Thank you so much. Wait a few seconds. I'll count 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for having us. So it could be directly close the meeting. Thank you. Wait a few seconds. So thank you so much for joining us for these 2 days for Analytics, and see you again in next year Analytics. It should be Analytics 2025. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for having the publication. Good afternoon. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.